In today's video, we're going to be talking about the Carmine Air Jordan 6. I'm going to give you guys an overall detail on the sneaker. We are going to be talking about sizing. Also, we are going to be talking about current resale prices for the sneaker as well. My name is James Raw, and if you want to stay up to date on sneaker news, reviews, and updates, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And also, if you guys would just give this video a like, it will go a long way. Thank you guys for the continued support. You guys are amazing. Now, this sneaker was created back in '91 by Tinker Hatfield, the infamous, one of the greatest sneaker inventors, sneaker creators, sneaker designers ever. And everybody knows the Air Jordan 6. He actually won his first championship in these sneakers, not this colorway, but this silhouette. He loved the sneaker so much he even wore it for the next season, well, the first half of the following season as well. The release date on these sneakers was on the 13th of February, a week ago, and these did sell for $200 retail. And when this sneaker dropped, it literally sold out in seconds. And of course, I was unable to cop on release day. I had to buy my sneakers through resale. And let me just tell you this right now, this sneaker is worth every cent. This sneaker is just amazing. And I was actually a little shook ordering these from GOAT because these kicks was involved in a little controversy. There were retailers that was actually getting defective pairs. What I mean by that is that the midsole was actually turning pink over time. Like, what? It gotten so bad, retailers actually had to send a couple of pairs back. And the Jordan brand did speak out on it. They basically said it only happened to a small percentage of the stock. And the discoloration is actually due to the faulty paint that was used on the midsole, allegedly. But I was relieved once I got my sneakers in through the mail. They are legit. I have no pink midsoles. I am a very, very happy customer. But let's talk about the details of this gorgeous sneaker. First, we are going to be talking about the leather panels that's on the outsides of the sneaker. The white leather in the sneaker is incredible. It does feel premium. It feels nice and smooth. And if you notice on the outside of the sneaker, you will actually see a 2-3 on the outside. That was actually by design by, the God Tinker. And inside the leather panels, you will see this nubuck finish on the sneaker. The red nubuck runs along the sides and also the toe box of the sneaker. And on the sides of the sneaker, you do have perforated holes. Along the lower half of the tongue, it is made with mesh with perforated holes as well. The sneaker also comes with flat white shoelaces. And on the top tongue section of the sneaker, you have the satin patch that's on the sneaker, which looks incredible. On the satin patch, you have the Jumpman symbol stitched right on it. These sneakers also come with lace locks. They actually used that idea for the previous Air Jordan 5. I guess they loved it so much they carried it over to the next model. And this sneaker has a huge black plastic tongue with 2 window holes on it. The main purpose of that is, it would give you an easier time putting the sneaker on because it does feel kind of tight up top. On the upper ankle part of the sneaker, you do have these ankle bubbles on both sides of the sneaker. They both have perforated holes for breathability, and you also have a pull tab on the back of the sneaker as well. What a lot of people don't know about this pull tab is that MJ is a fan of sports cars, and that pull tab is supposed to look like a spoiler on a sports car. See, I'm just dropping knowledge on you guys. On the back of the sneaker, you do have the Nike Air stitch. That's actually the last Air Jordan that has the Nike Air stitching on the back of his sneakers. These kicks got retroed, I believe, twice before this release. It came in a countdown pack in 2008, and also these sneakers were released in 2014, I believe, and both those pairs had the Jumpman symbol on the back of the sneaker. So this sneaker is true to its 1991 essence, which I am a big fan of. The midsole actually has a mixture of black and white paint. You also have an icy white clear midsole as well too. And on the back of the midsole, you do have the famous Nike air bubble in the back of the sneaker. This is actually the last Air Jordan to have an air bubble as well. So this Air Jordan 6 silhouette was basically the last of a lot of features that a lot of the Air Jordans had prior. And on the bottom of the sneaker, you do have parts of that translucent material, that the icy sole. You also have the red Jumpman on the center of the bottom of the sneaker as well too. One of my favorite things about this sneaker is the red nubuck material. I really think the nubuck material on this sneaker is the DNA of the sneaker. In my opinion, the color of the nubuck must hold up. It has to hold up. And on top of that, the quality has to be premium. And I'm feeling on the nubuck right now, and I just think the nubuck material on this sneaker looks great. And I think the red, it just pops. It just glows. It looks amazing. Now let's talk about sizing of the sneaker. This sneaker is true to size. One thing I can say that putting on the sneaker is a bit of a challenge. You may have to remove a hole or two from the laces because the top part of the sneaker is just so tight. And trying to put on the sneaker, I literally have to use the tongue and I have to use the pull tab in the back of the sneaker. Without those features, I would not been able to put this sneaker on. But once you put it on, this sneaker is probably one of the most comfortable Air Jordans ever. It feels very comfortable. I feel like the sneaker literally hugs my foot, and you'd be surprised how well the air bubble works on your foot. Now, as far as resell the sneaker, within the first day and a half, I want to say the sneaker literally was over $300 depending on size. I am a size 10 and I saw this sneaker selling for about $315, but after a couple of days you can kind of see the price drop. Right now this sneaker is selling for almost $250 to $275 depending on size. So if you plan on buying this sneaker through resale, I suggest you buy this sneaker as fast as you can, because I actually think the $250 to $280 range is actually a good price for these sneakers resale. If you wait too long, if you wait several months, I do see the sneaker going over $300. So the best time to get this sneaker, I would say it would be now. This sneaker is an amazing, iconic sneaker. And if you wear Jordans, if you collect Jordans, you need this pair. I don't care if you have the 2014 pair or the 2008 pair. You need the 2021 pair in your collection. Make sure you guys let me know, how do you feel about these Air Jordan 6s? Were you able to cop on release day? How do you feel about these kicks? Thank you guys so much for checking out this video. I see you guys when I see you. Peace.